Podcast.
Welcome to the Yellow Pickle Podcast, episode 2. I'm your host, Anthony, aka Big Ant Rodriguez. So hit me up on Instagram. I'm with the guys, Dennis, Mark, Chris. What's going on, guys?
All right,
guys.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yes,
Okay.
Yellow Pickles.
Yeah, we're gonna have to explain later why we came up with Yellow Pickle, but that's another story. We've got a lot to get through today. Obviously, today we're talking about Bitcoin. Before we get to the questions, just wanted to recap roughly for what happened in the last episode. So last episode we recorded about 4 weeks ago, and at the time the Bitcoin price was at 13K, and this morning the price of Bitcoin this morning was what, guys?
18K,
18. So exciting times. But yeah, so let's get right into it. So first question, Mark.
Yes.
Is it too late to buy Bitcoin now? Taking into consideration, this is a two-part question. First part is it too late to buy Bitcoin now? Or is it too late? And is it too late to buy Bitcoin long term? Two-part question.
Yeah. So I think with Bitcoin, if you're looking at short term, I think it's probably a little bit too late to reap the benefits of a decent gain in profits. But long term, regardless, if it hits the all-time high of $20,000, I still think it's going to keep on flying all the way up to probably 100 or plus. Give it, I don't know, 6 to 18 months, I think it will get that high. And 5 to 10 years, it will be even higher than that. That's my sort of prediction on it.
Yeah, no doubt. So you buying now or are you buying for the future?
I'll keep dollar cost averaging for the future. Long term, everyone does want more Bitcoin because it is the main one. It's the original. It's the OG. So, it leads the way for all the other cryptos. So yeah, long term, I'll keep on dollar cost averaging on that.
Cool. All right. Dennis, what are you saying, bro?
Too late to buy Bitcoin? I'd say, yeah, just wait for the dips. And obviously, if the price of Bitcoin drops, then put as much as you can into what you can to purchase a Bitcoin. But I'd say long-term investment, really. Just keep building the portfolio in terms of how much you can put into Bitcoin and how much you can buy. But I'd say long-term investment. And
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Basically what Mark said, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely long-term.
So it's good. Good with buying now, good with buying later. It's for the now, it's for the future.
Yeah, either way, like Mark was saying, it's going to go up eventually even more, 6 months to a year. So buy now rather than regret later, really.
Yeah, man. All right. Chris, Moses, what are you saying?
Go all in. Sell your house. I'm just messing. No, like, just echoing the guys. Basically, just a few little stats. I think Bitcoin has gone up 87% since early September. Yeah, so it's already run up about 87%. So imagine if you bought around September and you bought, you put a couple of grand, or even big investors put $1 million, a couple of $100,000. Those guys are nearly double their money, and you got guys who are trading, leverage trading as well. They're all in profits. So, one of our favorite YouTubers in it, ML Crypto, he's already taken out his profits. So if he's taking out his profits, everyone's taking out profits. So I think short term, if you're looking to buy now and then sell like in a month or two, you could hold on to someone else's 18K bags for a while. Also, I've looked at the RSI. We're overbought. It's high. It's like 80 plus. And RSI, when it's over 80 plus, it's overbought. So many people have hyped in. Fear and greed index is in the 90s. So everyone 90 being greedy, obviously. So we're in very high greed right now. So we could see the price go down. I'm expecting probably in the next, maybe a little bit more of a run up. I do think we still touch 20K by the end of the year. I'm actually hoping we touch 20K by the end of this month. So I'm hoping this is not a big correction. But I think once we touch 20K, they might, or maybe go over 20K, there's going to be a sizable correction, probably down to like 16, back to 16, 15, maybe 14, 8 grand. So short term, if you're looking to like just make, massive gains right now, I would hold out buying Bitcoin and maybe start moving into other like altcoins, Ethereum and stuff like that. Which historically, when Bitcoin makes a big move and then starts to come down a little bit and kind of trade sideways, the altcoins tend to move. But that's probably another conversation for another day. Long term, yeah, man, just like Mark said, and then just keep dollar cost averaging in. Don't put too much in. Just keep buying £50 here, £100 there, £10, whatever you can afford. Bitcoin is a long-term asset for all of us here. We plan to keep buying probably for the rest of our lives, as long as Bitcoin is still relevant and still doing its thing. We'll keep buying bit by bit every day. So I'm still buying, when I get some money in, I'm still buying, maybe like £50, £100, like max. I'm not going all in and putting thousands of pounds or a couple of hundreds. So yeah, long term, definitely long term. Yeah, not financial advice, but definitely long term. Yeah. It's not too late.
Not
basically.
financial advice to
Yeah.
all the viewers. What about you, Anne?
Me, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Depends. It depends where you're sitting, where you're. Yeah. Obviously, if you're the Winklevoss twins, I wouldn't buy because they probably bought it at $1 each 10, 12 years ago, or whatever, how long it may be. But if you're the regular Joe blogs like myself, I say, yeah, continue buying Bitcoin. Obviously, then it's by the dips. Best time to do it. But obviously, if you've got a lot of money just sitting around, I'd drop it. I drop it on Bitcoin. But if you want to get all technical and if you know your cryptocurrencies, I'd be putting in other coins right now and wait for Bitcoin to slightly dip, like 18K. Whatever goes up must come down. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
Can I add on to that long term? Sorry, I've got
Yeah.
another thing here. I've been taking some notes.
Go for it.
So the 2017 bull market, it ended. The Bitcoin bull market ended 18 months after the halving event in 2016. So Bitcoin halved in July 2016, and then 18 months after that, the bull market for Bitcoin ended at 20K, and then went down from there. Right? We've had the Bitcoin halving, 2020 Bitcoin halving, May, and it's only been 6 months since that halving, and Bitcoin is nearly at its original all-time high. So according to the data, we technically have another 12 months of bull market to go. So, and Bitcoin is nearly 20K, and it will do that. It will do 20K in the next month or two easily. And then we have another 10 to 8 months of just like moon, I guess, just skyrocketing, just Bitcoin going, because there's no price history there. After 20K, it's new territories. We don't know how high it will go. So we're technically, if the historical data, we've got another 12 months left before the next top for Bitcoin. So yeah, long term, go for it, man. Like,
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It is new territory. If you think about it from the Corona dump, or from March when it dumped, since then it's grown like 250%, and that's crazy. So, but yeah, definitely, I'll still invest, even though it is new territory. But yeah, moving on. Next question. Why has the price gone up? So, Chris, do you want to lead with that one? Why has the price gone up? So when we spoke last, it was 13K. We're sitting at around $18,000 right now. Why has it gone up?
So I think, I mean, not talking about the fundamentals of Bitcoin, just talking about like just the news that's come out recently. Like there were like three main reasons why Bitcoin in the short term has like gone crazy. And number one is like, you've got companies like cash companies like PayPal, Cash App, Revolut, companies that are allowing their customers, which they have in the millions, to buy Bitcoin on their platforms. So that came out recently, but they're actually now implementing it. In the US, PayPal are allowing their customers to actually buy Bitcoin and hold it on their platform So that's just more new customers coming into the space. Secondly, recently we had a US senator come out and just promote Bitcoin. That's the first US politician to come out and endorse Bitcoin, to say, look, she's trying to bring it in the next Senate meetings to talk about Bitcoin. And then the third one is we have hedge fund managers, billionaires, who are adding Bitcoin to their portfolios, 1% into their portfolios. I know 1% doesn't sound a lot, but if you're worth 4 point something billion, 1% is a lot of money, you know? So I think more platforms are going to come on and start adding Bitcoin. So like, for instance, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing companies like Monzo or other banks coming in to start allowing their customers to buy Bitcoin. JP Morgan, I think, will start doing it. We're going to get more talk about it in governments, maybe implementing or allowing it to be part of the financial reserves. And then you're going to see more hedge fund managers, more businesses buying Bitcoin and adding it to their balance sheets. So, boy, that's one of the reasons why, you know, these are news that's happened recently. I think it's just going to carry on into the 2021.
Yeah, cool.
So, yeah, man.
Dennis, what do you think? Why do you think price going up?
Yeah, basically what Chris was saying, I was doing research like a few days ago, and it's just publicity in PayPal. Just, you know, people being able to sort of buy Bitcoin through PayPal, and just word of mouth, and these YouTube channels just getting known out there, and people just building a sort of platform portfolio for the future, really. Just everybody knowing that Bitcoin's the sort of solid investment to have for the future.
Yeah, no doubt. Mark?
I do agree. I think publicity has a part to play in the reason Bitcoin is mooning right now. Probably a bit of FOMO from other people that want to buy crypto, or don't know too much about crypto and stuff. But also, I still think, Bitcoin is an asset, a digital asset, similar to gold, and its value and its amount. There's only 21 million. There's a lot of gold, but there's only 21 million Bitcoin. 4 of it's missing, apparently. Reading statistics. So, it's an asset that you can put in your pocket. You can put in a hard wallet. I don't have to go around the corner and have a whole bag full of gold bars with me to walk around. I've got my private key, etc., and the coding's hard to crack. And, ultimately, since 2008, when we had that crash financial crash, Bitcoin came a year after for something like this for the future. So I can see it being pretty big, instead of someone, I'm sure, was it someone in the States that paid 24,000 Bitcoin for a pizza or something like that?
Yeah.
From what I read before.
2010, 24,000 Bitcoins to buy 2 whole Papa John pizzas.
If you had 24,000 Bitcoin right now, you'd be laughing. You can buy 10 sneakers a day and it wouldn't matter. A few houses here and there.
24,000 Bitcoin, oh my gosh.
So...
Also, Yellow Pickle was going to drive adoption, isn't it?
We're working on it. But yeah, just to push it a bit more. Why do you think it will continue? So you've mentioned, Chris, Mark, Des, you mentioned all these things. Why would it continue to just continue for now? So, Mark, just as you're going on, because I can hear you, for some reason, sort of leading towards why is it going to continue to grow?
Inflation of paper currency. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. There's so much inflation at the moment. I don't know how much each country is going to print or whatever. Is there any value? Am I going to have to buy a £24 Big Mac meal? That's the question I have to ask myself. So that's why I'm pretty bullish on crypto in general, not just Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think we're going to have another conversation separately, another episode just on the financial world alone. So obviously, like you mentioned, the whole price of Big Mac, I think it's something we should look into. But Dennis, what do you think it will continue to grow between now and end of next year? Why would it continue to grow?
Probably good or bad, since obviously the election with Trump and Biden. But like, just elaborating on what Mark was saying, just printing more money, just adding value to sort of currency, like what Bitcoin's worth. But yeah, just hopefully on the up and doesn't stop, really. But this is new territory for me as well, because I've only just been doing this for like 3 months now.
Yeah.
And it's just obviously doing the journey with you guys, but yeah, just hopefully people just keep buying into Bitcoin and adding a more stable sort of platform to buy Bitcoin and keep buying into the coin itself, really. But just hopefully it just keeps going up.
Yeah, it is. I definitely think it's like a lot of people now. The awareness of Bitcoin is crazy. So like my mum's asking me, yeah, and how's that Bitcoin? Yeah, how do I buy that Bitcoin? My dad would be like, it's a scam. It's a scam. So the word is out there. I'm walking along the edge of roads. And
I'm seeing signs in shops as well. Yeah,
all
Bitcoin,
these every Western Union sign you see below it says it's got the Bitcoin logo. So it is definitely going out there. There's, websites I set in Bitcoin, like even Bloomberg the channel, they're talking about stocks and shares, and they're asking the question about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's not stock, it's not share, it's cryptocurrency, and they managed to bring it up. But yeah, Chris, just finish on you on this note. Why is it going to continue to pump?
What's that famous meme? Is it Lord of the Rings? Or is it a Game of Thrones? It's like winter is coming.
Yeah.
What's that?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Like, inflation is coming. I'm telling you, you need to get out. Inflation is coming. Like Mark said, we've just gone through this, this whole pandemic that we're going through right now.
Yep, lockdown 2.0.
People lost their jobs. Yeah, people lost their jobs. Businesses are closing down, and it's not the people's fault, right?
Yeah.
And governments are telling us that we need to chill and sit back, but at the end of the day, we need to get compensated. So there's going to be a lot of money coming in, and people are going to take this free money. They're going to take it, especially and you think it's not just to like average workers like ourselves and stuff. Businesses are going to get it. Big businesses as well are going to get it, and they're going to get it in the millions. So the smart money knows what to do with cash. They know what cash is. They know cash is not valuable. But just the underlying thing to all of it, when inflation hits economies, when more money comes into economies, right, the value of the services go up. So food goes up, transportation goes up, rent goes up, housing goes up, and stocks and shares goes up, gold goes up, and Bitcoin will go up. So I see it hitting. Right now, we don't see it right now because we're still in the midst of this. But once this thing passes and they start compensating people and companies more down the line, because in the UK here, I got an email saying that I can get a self-assessment grant from November to Jan, and then again from Feb to March. So that's 2 payments that I can apply for. But I'm not the only one, right? So imagine these big businesses and companies, they're going to get those grants and loans, and they know what to do with their money. They know what they're going to do. They're going to put that away in places where it's going to grow. Their money's going to grow, therefore inflating stocks markets, gold markets, Bitcoin markets. And it's not just the UK, it's going to be across the globe, America, everywhere. So yeah, inflation is coming, man. And next year we're going to see it hit the economies hard.
Yeah,
in a good and bad way.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. I say all this stimulus money, all this furlough money, I hate to say it, it's fake. It's fake.
Yeah.
So all this money, where's it coming from? Since March, I believe the price of eggs, milk, bread, every month is going up by 10p, 20p. So they want you to spend your furlough money. They want you to spend this all the stimulus money, and the right companies, all the smart companies, know where to put that money. Your regular Joe blogs, where they're going to put I won't mention someone's name, but I know some people that got their furlough money and bought Jordans, bought TV, so
it's the biggest scam, man. I mean, it's a whole different episode of conversation, but cash is the biggest scam. Like when economies are doing well, people are saving more and they're spending less. So what do? They come up with something to make you spend more and save less.
Yeah.
So this is it. They give you more money to spend. They inject more cash to the market. So we keep putting people into debt.
Just like eat out to help out, isn't it? It's just wasting our money, just going out
for
4 days a week.
You're like, hey, so much of
yeah,
it's good, but just spending too much money all the time. Some
definitely.
people money ain't got, like they ain't got much of this money, but it just seems to think they just had to spend it, and then got nothing left.
You mean the consumer sushi market that we keep on going to?
That's it, killing all these salmons and these fishes.
Yeah,
At
could
the
the
back of the
table.
Sushi
restaurant.
Mania had stocks, mate. They would have gone skyrocketed. Would have gone parabolic.
Yeah, there's a sushi coin. Can you believe that? A coin, a cryptocurrency called sushi. But yeah, moving on. Before we go into our final question, I'd like to sort of talk about price predictions. So our price predictions from the last episode, I predicted that it would, by Christmas, it would be 16.8. Dennis, you predicted 14 and a half, was it?
Yeah, I think so, something like that, yeah.
Well, Chris, you went 20k. Moonboy,
Yeah,
20k.
Chris was right.
I'm still in there.
Mark,
I think I said 15.
15
Yeah.
250, I think he said.
Yeah. Something. It's just
yeah, it was.
Well, it's been
15, 250, yeah.
smashed up already, so that's out the window. Glad I didn't put a bet on that.
But we did say what the price will be on that date. Doesn't say what
In December.
Yeah, so we still got, it could get extended, it could get corrected and go to 40k. You know what I mean? So
Hopefully not,
on
man.
that date. So when we get to that date, we gotta do a video on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think now?
I'm still saying 20k because I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead in that sense. Like, but it's up to you. I don't know. What do you guys think?
So 5 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now, you're sticking with 20k. Mark, what are you saying?
Man,
I think 18 and a half.
maybe. Yeah.
Dennis?
Yeah, I'll see it. 18,250.
Yeah, I'm sticking to mine as well. I believe it will go past 20k and then it'll hover around the 19, 18, and then January go down then 25, 30 in the early new
Wow,
year.
that'd be nice.
That's what I think. It's gonna hit 20k. I say in the next couple of weeks, and then it's gonna hover on this. It's gonna cool off a bit. That's my prediction. I'm not an expert.
No, I agree.
Just going by,
Even though I said 20k, December 26th, I do think Bitcoin is gonna smash that in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But then it'll be that cooling off period, and it might go back down to 16 grand, 17 grand, and then work its way up in the new, next year, early next year, start working its way back up to try and break 20k. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the whole question. Is it going to continue to grow? There's been a lot of videos on YouTube. There's a lot of price predictions saying that Bitcoin's going to hit 100k plus. Some people say 200, 300k next year. Right? Mark, if you had one whole Bitcoin, okay, right, September, October, the price reaches 100k. What are you going to do with your one Bitcoin?
I would keep half of it, and the rest I would take some profits and put it into another cryptocurrency that would give me passive income for that end of year and beginning of the next year. Or, a little bit of it just save on the sideline for a dip of some sort. To be honest, I couldn't give you the answer to what coin I would buy. But yeah, I would split that one Bitcoin into half, keep half of it, and the rest of it invest in something else or a different cryptocurrency.
Okay. Dennis?
Yeah, exactly what Mark said, man. Just probably keep 70% and then just distribute into other coins and then other sort of coins that can just generate a little bit of passive income, like Mark said as well. And then book a ticket to Hawaii as well.
Yes, I was going to say.
Aloha. Has to be, man, definitely.
The ad's going to put a Moana meme, I swear.
All right, Chris, what are you saying? One Bitcoin.
Okay,
what'd you do?
At 2.5 Bitcoin, so that's 25k. I'll keep that. So 0.25 Bitcoin. Keep that offline. Just keep that offline. No one touches that. That's just that's just there. I'll take $25,000 and put it into a stable coin and earn compound interest on that, anywhere between 5 to 10% interest per year. So that's 25k. I'll take 50 grand out, and I would probably, I'll take about 40 grand out and look to invest it in I see real world investments like property, maybe in Philippines or something like that, where 40 grand could go a long way, and then get 10 grand and all-star weekend.
Yeah, that's it,
Just go see LeBron and shout some stuff at him.
Trump? No, I'm kidding. That's another story. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm just gonna have to say that. Again,
Like you.
Bitcoin, 100k. That's 100k in the bank. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. No, definitely. As in, I think we spoke about this before. I'll try not to take or cash out any Bitcoin. As in, obviously, I would like to cash out some. So ideally, I would like to have more than one Bitcoin, but I'm going to do my best not to cash most of that out and hold it as even past end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, thinking about it last night, I'm hoping my altcoins pay off.
Yeah.
And I still have these Bitcoins because it's redemption for me, having 5-6 Bitcoins and paid like 40 quid for them. I feel as though I should have 5-6 Bitcoin right now.
Yeah.
And I don't, so it's a bit sour grapes for me. But yeah, I think that's it for now, for this episode. Just under 30 minutes, which is good. Do you guys want to add anything or mention anything? Any news?
Yeah, I want to say one thing. Not necessarily news, but like if anyone is watching this, I mean, if any of our friends or whoever right now, because it's early days for us, and you are into Bitcoin, you are investing. Like I just want to like say, encourage you to just keep reaching out to your friends and family, because that's friends and families. Because I think we all know this is kind of why we're doing this, because we just want to reach people that we know and we care about, and yes, for entertainment purposes as well. But if you are investing in Bitcoin, don't keep it to yourself. This is something revolutionary. It's going to change a lot of people's lives, especially in where our backgrounds in terms of like growing up in, whether it be in urban areas, in council estates, wherever it may be, from our parents working hard, like, cash in hand jobs, etc., not learning how to invest, just working hard. This is our opportunity now to kind of really make life-changing money, life-changing gains, and generational wealth. So if you are holding some Bitcoin, just let your parents know, let your family members know, try and empower as much people as you can. Because this is still the beginning of it. It's still early days, and let's just try to help as many people as we can in our situation to just change their lives, man. So yeah, that's what I wanted to add.
Yeah, I agree. Anyone else want to add to that?
Nothing from me for now.
Yeah.
Apart from the £24 Big Mac meal I've got to buy next year.
Yeah. Price is definitely $2.88. McDonald's ain't gonna happen anymore.
Oh mate.
But just add on that. Yeah, as in like if you're watching this, I recommend buying some Bitcoin, whether you want to sell it later on or sell it 10 years time, at least have it. At least you need to, think of it this way. The bank, if I held $4 grand in my ISA and they gave me 46p, £4,000, and they gave me 46p of interest paid to me for holding it for 1 month in the bank. Now there are loads of different coins out there, even Bitcoin, and all these different companies allowing you to hold your Bitcoin and you can earn interest on them. The banks, no bank's going to give you that. The days of having 5% ISAs done. This time next year or summer next year, I believe you holding your money in the bank, the interest is going to be minus 0.1. So banks are going to be charging you to hold your money. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. This isn't, just for you guys out there watching, this isn't financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, no. Nice seeing you guys.
Likewise, fellas.
On the next one. Thanks, guys.
Take care, fellas. Have a good one, man.
Cheers, guys.
Peace.
He's flying to the moon. See? See that? It's going up. He's up. He's up there. Wait. He's coming back down for a correction. Okay. We're going back up. We're going back up, Moon Boys. Thank you, Yellow Pickles.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Right, fellas, take care.